There will be times in your life when no one claps for you. There's no encouragement, there's no validation, and no reassurance. It's just you and the decision that you've already made in your heart. But it's in these moments you have to do something that most people were never taught to do. And that's to trust in yourself when no one else does. And today I'm going to cover the psychology behind it, the structure that makes it possible, and the framework that you can use to keep going when times get tough. So you can be the most motivated, driven person on the planet, or just a beginner who's starting out on a new endeavor. But none of this will work unless you start learning and implementing the psychology of the four topics I'm going to be talking to you about today. And the first topic is called Why People Don't Believe in You and Why That's Okay. And the second topic I'm going to cover is the real reason self trust feels so hard. And the third topic is why we should listen to that quiet voice that you've always been ignoring. And the fourth topic is how to build indisputable self trust. So that's a must, so stick around. Okay, so why people don't believe in you and why that's okay. The truth is that most people don't doubt you because you're wrong. They doubt you because you haven't proven yourself yet. And that's not surprising because everyone wants something, everyone's got a goal or a dream, but not everyone is able to make the move to go and get it, to take the action to go and get it. The thing is that you can visualize something that they cannot see. You have a vision, a picture of the future that belongs entirely to you. No one else can see it because it wasn't given to them, it was given to you. We are all different, we're all multifaceted beings. So you feel a pull towards something, a calling, a direction, a knowing. And no one else can feel that pull because it isn't theirs to feel. They have their own. That calling is yours alone. And that's exactly what makes it sacred to you. And the people who doubt you, and there will be people that doubt you no matter what, most of them have never heard that inner voice or calling, or they have heard it, but they've drowned it out with white noise and they don't have the guts or the courage to do anything about it. So they stay in their old patterns and familiar programming. And unfortunately, that's where the vast majority of the population stay. So when you start moving differently, thinking differently, or behaving differently, it can subconsciously rub some people up the wrong way. That's a fact. And instead of asking you or thinking, maybe they can do it. What if they're onto something? What they usually do is they ask, why are you changing? What if it doesn't work out for you? So they project their doubts, their fears onto you, not because you're lost, but because you are no longer following the roadmap that they use. You're not part of the status quo of society. But just remember that what other people think of you is none of your business. And that's what I learned when I was younger. It really isn't. It's none of your business. And this leads me on to the second strategy. And once you understand this, you will know why we often subconsciously sabotage ourselves and what you can do about it. And that's point two, the real reason self trust feels so hard. Self trust feels hard because the reality is we don't believe in ourselves a lot of the time. We're all taught to follow what everyone else did, follow what your parents did, what your friends do, stay within the guidelines, listen to what everyone else is saying or doing. So many of us measure our worth and success by what other people think or what they say or do. But when you finally choose your own path, your own truth, what often happens is that your nervous system starts to panic at first. It's not used to it. And it panics because it doesn't realize this new, different territory. You don't trust yourself to follow through yet. So it says things like, this feels unsafe. This isn't familiar. What if I fail? What if I end up broken alone? And these are all valid. And this just mixed into the melting pot from what all those naysayers tell you as well. And this is why it's very hard to start. But here's the insight that changes everything and changed everything for me. And that is that fear doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction. Fear means you stepping outside your comfort zone, your perceived boundaries, and taking charge of your own life. And that's something that most people don't do. So self trust takes a lot of courage and it can feel uncomfortable at first. I know, extremely uncomfortable because you're in uncharted waters and it requires a lot of courage and a lot of identity changes, a lot of identity and a big identity shift because you're no longer the person who needs permission to make a move. And that transition will always feel strange or lonely at first. And this leads me on to point number three, the quiet voice you've been ignoring, why we should listen to it. We all have this voice inside our heads from the second we wake up in the morning to the second we go to bed. And it doesn't argue, it doesn't shout, it doesn't beg for your attention. It's calm, it's subtle, and it creeps into your mind as you go about your day. And that's your inner knowing or your inner intuition telling you something. But the problem is you've been trained to ignore it, or you ignore it due to all the white noise around you in your busy life. And the voice doesn't come with applause or appreciation, it just prods at you throughout the day. And it doesn't come with social proof or any kind of guarantee either. It simply says, this move is right for me. I can feel it. And trusting yourself means choosing that inner voice, even when no one else understands you, especially when no one else understands you, and then taking the necessary action steps to your calling. Because that voice isn't trying to impress the world, it's trying to align you with the person that you are slowly becoming. And that leads me on to point number four, how to build unshakable self trust. Now, let's talk about how self trust is actually built. It's not just through rah rah self motivation or through positive thinking. And it's not through one big, bold, dramatic moment of confidence. It's built through keeping small promises to yourself and sticking with them no matter what. So, small daily habits that lead you to where it is that you want to go, the small daily habits that you know deep down that you should make, that you need to make, that you want to make, the small habits that no one else will ever see or applaud. And this can be tough at first because you have to become self reliant. And this is something many people aren't used to. We're all used to relying on others. And this is where most people fail. They don't stick it out. So you must trust yourself. Trust yourself when you follow through on what you said you're going to do, when no one is watching. You honor your values even when it costs you your comfort or belonging. You stop abandoning yourself just to fit in. And every single time you do what you said you should do, it has a psychological effect on your brain, on your nervous system. Your nervous system receives a message. I have got what it takes. I am bold. I am courageous. I am safe with myself. And that is real confidence. And it's not loud, it's not flashy, but unbreakable. So if you're in a season where no one believes in you, good, get used to it. We're all going to be in that season. But if there's one thing I've learned in my life, that is that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well do what you want to do. And that takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage, especially when you're getting doubters and naysayers. But it means that you're being called to believe in yourself first. And one day people will say, I always knew you could do it. But you'll know the truth. You trusted yourself when it would have been so much easier to quit, to give up, and to not to trust in yourself. And that was the moment that everything changed. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe or join my free school community. Click on the link in the description below or watch a couple of my other movies. Peace out. See you in the next video.